I'm Heidi, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I made a video. It's hard when you're working full-time and you have all kinds of things to do, especially when you work in a very busy industry. This video is going to be about the art challenge that I did for the month of October. I'm sure many of you who are artists who are on social media have heard of art challenges such as Inktober or Drawtober, which are challenges kind of meant to improve your art skills, make sure that you're keeping up with creating art or sketching or whatever kind of art you choose to do. Just keep those creative juices flowing. Try and see some improvement by creating one drawing, sketch, or doodle every day for every day of the month of October. This is the first year that I actually completed the full challenge, which is a big deal to me. School and mental health reasons have kind of prevented me from creating art every single day in the past. So this is the first year that I was able to create art for every single day. So I have 30 sketches to show you today. I decided to use Procreate as my main medium since I work full-time, so I didn't have the resources and time to create an inked illustration with real ink every day on like nice watercolor paper or something. It would just have taken up too much time to set up, record that, and have something to show at the end of the month. So I chose Procreate because it's a bit faster for me. I'm able to work really fast digitally. And Procreate has their record feature where as long as it's turned on in Procreate, which I think is the default, it's going to record a time lapse of whatever it is you're drawing, and you can easily upload that to Instagram or whatever you want to do with it. I usually download them to my computer. From there, I put them in my videos, or I just post them directly to Instagram with some music or something. Now, for the theme that I chose for this October. October is the beautiful month in which Bub graced us with his presence. We found him in October of 2019. He was abandoned, dumped in my fiance's neighborhood. That was the month that I got my sweet little boy. I decided to celebrate this year, 3 years of having Bub, by doing Buntober. So every day for the entire month of October, I created a little sketch of Bub. I didn't have time to make full colored illustrations. I feel like I'm just making excuses at that point, like, oh, I didn't have time or whatever. I did what I could do in regards to my busy life and my mental health. I made it. I made something for every single day. So I'm going to do a little Procreate gallery sketchbook tour to show you what I did for each day for the month of Buntober. I'm not sure how well you can see. Is this center? Kind of. So, I have my Procreate gallery here full of all the bunny drawings I did. In September, while I was getting ready for doing this challenge, I created a prompt list of what I wanted to do for the month of Buntober, which could also, like, there is Buntober on Instagram where artists will create bunny-themed illustrations. So I just kind of used both interchangeably, but it was mostly about Bub. I created this just to keep track of my prompts for each of the days, so I had a different prompt for each day of October, usually bunny-related things like carrots, hay, I had hop, tail, flop, and then some more like holiday-themed things leading up to Halloween. And then I just decorated it with a cute Bub. There he is. All right. Day 1 was leaves. I drew Bub in a leaf pile. I do want to go back and color this one and maybe sell it as a print or something. Day 2 was surprise, because that was my fiance's birthday. So I put Bub in a present with a lot of confetti around it. Day 3 was sleep. So here's Bub sleeping. Oh, she's such a sweet little boy. Day 4 was carrot. So here's Bub enjoying a carrot. I've never given him a full-size carrot ever, I promise. He'll like maybe get one baby carrot as a treat, but not very often, because you shouldn't be giving your rabbit carrots every day. They're just way too high in sugar for them. Ooh, this one was one of my favorites. Day 5 was space. I put Bub in a little astronaut suit. He was visiting with my little star aliens. This is a little creature that I had in my senior film from college. He has legs in the senior film, so he had his legs chopped off for this. And then I gave Bub a little carrot spaceship, so I do want to go back and color this so that way it's obvious that that's a carrot. Day 6 was hay. Hay is what Bub eats every day, and he loves it, which is good. I don't know what I'd do otherwise. Day 7 is garden. So I kind of went down the Beatrix Potter route and had what Bub would look like if he went outside and discovered a delicious garden. And he is helping himself to lots of vegetables, and there are bees and butterflies, and there's some tomatoes. And I've just discovered I really love drawing vegetables. I just love the texture and the shapes of them, and also I love to eat vegetables too, so maybe it just makes me hungry. 8 was hop. I guess this is more like a leap instead of a hop. Just kind of playing around with shapes, how bunnies kind of spring to launch themselves places, and it really is interesting to see how a Bub goes from like being a ball shape to this really long, thin shape when he stretches out. Day 9 was toy. This is Bub's favorite toy. He has a yellow treat ball with carrots on it, so I'll put treats in there, and that'll keep him occupied when we're not home, which isn't very often. There's usually always somebody home with him, but this keeps him occupied at night too while we're sleeping. Day 10 is delivery. This is based off of that cute Chewy Box commercial. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's with the two little bunnies, and they're so excited about the Chewy Box coming because it's gonna have apple banana biscuits in it, and those are Bub's favorite too. So whenever I see that commercial, I always think that Bub should have been in it, because that's exactly what he's like. So that's Bub with his Chewy Box. Day 12 is fluff. Bub's not very fluffy. He's kind of short-haired, so I drew him with a really fluffy bunny, an Angora bunny. So it'd be kind of interesting to see what Bub would do to see such a different rabbit from himself. Ooh, I love this one too. This was adventure for, what day are we on? 11? I think this is 11. And so he has his little backpack. He's hopping down a forest trail. He's got his little bandana, some snacks, and a little cup to hold some water. So he's just off on an adventure. 13. Oh, that last one was 12. 13 was moon. So I drew Bub sleeping on a moon, and he has like a little star hanging for some reason, and some clouds. I am going to color this one, and I think this one would do really well as a charm or something. I do want to create my own shop selling designs and things, maybe on Etsy, I don't know. 14 is lettuce. For breakfast, Bub always gets a big piece of romaine, and that's all the greens he gets for the day, because you don't want to give your rabbit too many greens, but that's his favorite, and it's always funny to watch him gobble down a piece of lettuce that's the same size as him. Day 15 was nose. You've probably noticed whenever I try and film Bub, he'll come up to the camera and he'll shove his cute little nose up in the camera. So this was one of my favorites too. 16 was hat. Bub would never wear a hat. No way. He would never wear one. But he would be so cute. I think we had our first snow of the winter around this time, which I think is what inspired this. I think I was originally going to draw him in a sun hat, but then it snowed, and I'm like, well, too late for that. So he got a winter hat. Here's 17. This was stars. I think I'd like to turn this into a Christmas card or something. So there's Bub looking up at a star. He's wishing for more treats. 18 is flop. So here Bub is flopped. He'll do this even when he's not sleepy. When a bunny flops, they're just showing that they're relaxed and really happy, and it's super cute when he does it. 19 is tail, so I drew Bub's cute little butt with his fluffy little tail. Oh, the 20th, this was celebrate. So the 20th was the day that we found Bub 3 years ago. So this was the official 3-year anniversary date. So I drew Bub having a party with all of his favorite treats and some confetti. He has some Timothy Pops, some apples, and a carrot. 21st is apple. Apple is Bub's favorite fruit. He'd never get a full apple, but I do give him a piece from time to time, and he loves it. Oh, the 22nd was Scarecrow. The Lonely Scarecrow was one of my favorite children's books growing up. My mom used to always read it to me. And it was about this scarecrow he was scary, so he would scare away all the woodland animals and the crows, and bunnies were in the story too. And all he wanted was to have friends. And he was always so sad and lonely. But then the snow came and it covered him up, and it made him look like a friendly snowman. So then all the little creatures became his friend, or they came up to him and really liked him. But he was worried when the snow started to melt and he looked scary again, that they wouldn't want to be his friend. But they realized that he was the same on the inside as the person that they knew as the snowman. So they stayed his friend when the snow melted, and it was such a cute story. And I just wanted to draw Bub with, I'm not sure if this is exactly what the scarecrow looked like. I just kind of drew him from vague memories that I had. I'm pretty sure this is what he looked like. I remember he had teeth. He was creepy looking. I don't know if he had a smile, but I think Bub would have been the Lonely Scarecrow's friend. 13 was herb. Or not 13, what the day is this? 23rd. Herb, Bub's favorite herb is parsley. He's actually been getting a lot of it right now while he's recovering from his surgery. It smells really good, and it keeps him eating. And it kind of keeps his little tummy moving. It's good for his tummy. And he loves it, so that works out. 24 is sweater. Another thing that would never ever happen. Bub would look so cute in a sweater. I want to turn this one into a card too. And he's just looking up at a leaf, I guess. Oh, I like this one. The 25th was picture. So I drew a Polaroid of Bub at a pumpkin patch, picking out a pumpkin. And then I had it was taped into a scrapbook. And then it says Bub, October 2022. And I am going to probably go back and color this one. If I ever make a print or something, maybe I'll change the date to something else, just that way it kind of fits every year, all the seasons. 26th was, I think this was scarf. Pretty sure. So here's Bub wearing a scarf, another thing that would never happen. He's just meeting a little bird out in the snow. I love winter, so I was already getting in the winter mood even back in October. Oh, these are just some coloring pages I had to make for work. 27th was ghost. I made a drawing last year that I posted to Instagram, was of Bub wearing one of the little Peanuts ghosts costumes. And I really love that illustration from last year. So I just put Bub in it again, and there he is. He's a boonie. Boo! So cute. The 28th was pumpkin. I tried lots of different things for this. None of them really felt right. This is probably my least favorite of all the ones I made. It's just Bub with a pumpkin. I like the picture one better. I thought that one would have worked better for pumpkin, but that one's okay too. The 29th is costume. I did buy this costume for Bub. I got him a little Bunny Dracula costume. I only got him in it for 2 seconds. I got one grainy picture of him, and then he ripped it off. So I tried to get him back in there for more pictures, but Bub just doesn't like wearing clothes. I see so many bunnies here on YouTube and Instagram where their owners can easily put clothes on them and they're just fine. But Bub is not one of those bunnies. He does not like having anything foreign on him. That's okay. I just wanted a cute picture of him. But I got that costume from Binksbox. If you want to get your bunny one, Binksbox is the place to get it. It's a good company. It's just Bub just doesn't like clothes. So nothing against them. It's just if your bunny does like to wear clothes, then yeah, sure, go ahead and do that. 30 was Treat. Bub has gotten these before. Oxbow makes these giant Timothy Hay lollipops. He doesn't get them very often. Maybe for like Christmas or something he'll get one. He loves them because they'll have little carrot pieces in them. And it's so cute to see him eating a giant lollipop. So that's what I did for Treat. The last day, I did decide to do a color illustration for Halloween. And it was just Happy Halloween from Mr. Bub. There he is with his little cape, hopping down the sidewalk, going trick or treating. And he has his little bucket. This would never happen. I just wanted to, make something cute to celebrate the holiday, and I remember being so happy when I made this, because I had reached the end and I had done all 31 days for the first time ever. So I completed the drawing challenge of the month, which made me really happy. Most of them were pretty simple little doodles. I feel really accomplished about this. All of these drawings you can see on my Instagram, which is Heidi Bunny Art. Yeah, I'm just so happy that I was able to do this. I'm still kind of in shock that I actually did it. This is the first time I had the motivation. I don't know, I feel like I've made a step in the right direction this year. There's still a lot of things that I feel like my art is lacking, but the fact that I set my mind to something and I got it done, completed this project. If you're an artist who struggles with mental health issues, sometimes that's, it's rare that you complete such a big project or even a little project. Sometimes you never finish much of anything. So the fact that I was able to do it made me really happy. Yeah, I just wanted to, show everything that I worked on. Thank you for watching, and Bub and I will see you in the next video.